More testing. No, not really, just playing. I'm having a bit of trouble in the heat at the moment, that it's actually caused me some track distortion, and I'm a little bit anxious about going too much further while we're as hot as we are. I've been trying to put some ballast down, and in one place it does look suspiciously like the rails have lifted out of a couple of chairs, and that's going to be a bit of a pain. But in the meantime, just to prove that it can work, we've obviously got a little Ruston pulling, 2 kit-built Dapol 16-ton minerals. These would normally be running on number 18 KDs, and with that they buffer locked and came off in these bends. Well, by slipping a number 19 in, the buffers don't lock, and it goes round. Obviously the 16 tonners were a 9-foot wheelbase, so that has them nice and short, which is just what you want on something like this. And then of course the other 2 open wagons are white metal and brass kits from Roxy Mouldings, and they're on very short wheelbase. And at the very back we have a Slater's 10-ton Midland brake van, which again just suits the size, and what you end up with is something that resembles a narrow gauge outfit, but running on, when I say full size, I'm talking about HO rails really, because a friend of mine always says double O rail is 18.82 or whatever it is, P4, which is of course strictly true. But anyway, the track runs, it runs smoothly across the hinge joints, as it should do. In fact, everything's going surprisingly well. I just have this dreadful fear of the track being damaged through expansion, and because all my rails are soldered together, in effect this is all one length of rail, and I've just found running this tonight that one rail joint, one rail has pulled away. So either I didn't clean the base enough to get a good soldered joint, and the soldered joint gave way before anything else happened to it. Anyway, there it goes. And to the man that asked if Bill and Ben were going to become part of the story, well, those I hope to be the lightweight inner cores of a couple of mountains. God, I've got to have an imagination to see some of these things. And the other interesting thing is, if I run like the Hornby 06, it looks massive, it looks oversized, it looks so clumsy coming through those tight bends. It needs to be something like either a Peckett or, as I've got here, one of my Rustons, of which I just happen to have 3. So yeah, I shouldn't run out of them. Anyway, that's a long enough waffle from me. I shall close this down, think about putting the waterproof cover on in case we get a heavy dew tonight, and prepare to go in. So, but yes, I've not tried any 10-foot wheelbase standard wagons yet. but I think I will, because it's probably doable, and I don't think the gap between this rolling stock is so wide that it starts to detract from the overall appearance. And when it comes actually to KD lengths, the two small kit wagons at the back are actually running on number 17 KDs, so I've got a right mixture. That's it, I'm going to sign off. Bye.